Thanks for giving me an opportunity in my channel and viewing my channel. I have today around 570 subscribers. It's just because of you viewers who had made me. So today let me introduce Mr. Hitesh from Kesartronics, and as I discussed with you that let me give my first podcast with him because he's a very good veteran in the market for doing cyber security and these kind of businesses. So let me understand from him what a businessman needs. Like if you want to start a startup company, startup organization, what a person needs first. Is it a passion or is it a financial support or what exactly needed? So on to Mr. Hitesh. Mr. Hitesh, hi, how are you?
Fine, yeah.
So I wanted to know about you, Hitesh, more about your business activities over here.
Okay.
Probably I might be knowing about your business things, what you are doing over here, but I want the viewers also to understand from your perspective, like who is Hitesh and where is Hitesh's ability?
Who is Hitesh? Hitesh is just a normal businessman who traveled and started his journey with a vision. When I finished my education as an engineer, I had a thought that I should work for some company. As obviously you too,
Yes.
correct? And I started with that journey. But we always say that God has his own plan. And in my case also he had his own plan. And due to certain circumstances, I was not able to work for someone else. And God has given me a business opportunity. And I started this electronic business. During my journey, till today, after completing 30 years, I found that a businessman should have vision and nothing else. So this is how I believe that vision is more important than money. Yeah.
So actually it's a question which is there in back of my mind also.
Yeah.
Myself is also carrying a good amount of experience into the industry what I'm doing. But still, there is one thing which I feel myself that I'm not able to take a risk. Let us be very frank. It is a risk, right? Maybe it is in financial or maybe in thought process also is there.
Correct.
So as a business person or maybe a startup company, a young guy who passed out from graduation, he's not interested in going for a job, or he wanted to be an entrepreneur and those kind of things. Do you think that only vision can lead him to the success where do he need to have some kind of financial support also? Because I feel like financial thing is more needed in today's world, right? So what does you feel about it? How you feel about it?
See, as you said, his vision is enough.
One thing, second, you need all other things. Okay, if you fix that food, okay, I need to make a sambar. Let's say an example of sambar. That means you need to have dal, that vegetables and those things. Everything you need it. That's not small things you need it. So for getting that food also, for getting that vegetables and all things, finance is there. Finance is a part of it. Okay, I might be a good chef, or maybe I might have that kind of culinary at this thing, but I can make a good sambar. But end of the day, I feel that there is something which that finance is needed a little bit, right? If I'm wrong, please correct me.
Now, as you said everything is required. Right? What is the basic thing which is required? You have never described that. The basic thing is a fire.
Okay. Nice. Good. Yes.
Exactly.
The fire.
The fire.
To cook
Without
that
that fire,
you cannot cook
the
it.
rest preparation is waste.
Yes.
Correct?
True.
Similarly, in life, whenever a businessman wants to have a startup, he is just thinking to start something. He should have a fire, and fire is created by his vision.
Okay.
Correct? And in that case, what I question asked you, to cook a food, what all is required? You said vegetables are required, and for all those things you need a money. But I can share you one thing, here money is not required. How? I will describe. See, suppose you want to have a ground, right? In Hindi we used to say that al,
Okay.
correct? For that, the seeds can be bought anywhere, or you can plug it from someone, right? Try that seed. put it in your garden, it will grow in a day or two, right? And within a week or two, it starts flowering, and after a 4 week, it starts giving you that all. You know, where is money required? Businessman requires vision. The vision should have fire, and with that fire, we should have patience.
So that means vision, fire, and patience is the
It's
three
more
things-
important.
More important to whenever anybody wants to start, like become an entrepreneur or start up company.
Exactly.
Okay.
So without that, the rest all preparations doesn't make any sense. And obviously all of us, maximum all of us, they always say in their life that they have done a lot, but the results are not there.
Yes. That's very true.
Exactly. No, you think, what made them not to give the result?
It's maybe because of the fire.
That fire clean enough or heat enough to take out your sleep, where you are working to the max to achieve your dream, to achieve your vision. Correct?
Yes. I'm
Are
right.
we working on it?
That's where the things are. Now,
Exactly.
Hitesh, kindly think about it in such a this way. Like you are there in the business for past 30 years. Right?
Yeah.
What difference you are seeing when you started up? Okay, maybe you started in that 10 years, and now if you see around 20 years after that, so 30 years. So when you started in that 10 year, after that 10th year, and what the quite changes in the market of business has happened, or what you felt, okay, those days were good, or now those days is very tough. What is that? Can you bridge the gap between that? What is
A
it?
very good question, Hari. I like to appreciate you on this question. But remember one thing, the days are never changed. And I can give you a clear example that days and that years was also carrying 24 hours. And today also it is 24 hours. Any 1 hour is deleted or added?
No, nothing.
Nothing. So nothing is changed. But we have not changed to the situation. That makes the clear difference. See, if you take those days, people were happy with cycle. They were so much happy. Exactly. They thought it is a car for them. They used to travel with the family on that cycle, running kilometers, and they are not tired. But today, is it possible?
Not possible.
I say it is possible. But people have changed their vision on other people, not on their vision. How many of us working for our vision, working for ourselves, leave the people? Are we working for ourselves?
No, that's we are not working for ourselves. Because today, as myself also carries a vision for a company where I'm working. I'm not carrying a vision for myself. I'm carrying a vision for a company to whom I'm working for.
Exactly.
So, as you said, that point is very true. We are not carrying our own vision. Sometimes we are carrying the vision of our family also, our family members also.
Exactly.
Because we feel that we are not able to achieve anything. So let our kids or somebody achieve that. So we are putting all our effort, all our things, hard-earned things on that. So as a person, like human being, sometimes we might not be thinking about ourselves more.
Correct.
So that's a good thing. What you said. Because it takes sometimes I literally like to sit with you and understand with you more about the business, because you understand very nuances of that business, small things about that business. That's why I was thinking to have a podcast with you, and let this podcast get some kind of transformation to the other people also. when they are
Obviously, see,
listening.
the
When they are
human
listening.
birth is taken and given by the God only for one reason. That is, grow yourself and grow others without any result from others, that what they will do for me. It's not their job. It's not my job. It is the Almighty God. I have to do my best. If I am growing and He is showing me the path, and He has chosen me to make others' life happy and show them the path, then I am ready to do so.
It's very tough, very true what you are saying. So that means if you today what you will advise to the younger generation is also, or maybe the coming generation also, the same thing that you need to have a vision first.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Without vision.
With the adding fire in that, so then everything will follow.
Exactly.
So what will be your advice as a part of a 30-year-old entrepreneur who are there, who is there in the business for cyber security and those things? Do you feel that are we like business people are secured with their business? I'm just talking about something different, not like
See, those days, my grandfather always used to say one thing, that be united and work together. And where there are plenty of vessels, it will make sound, but be patient. Find a solution. Don't focus on the problem. It's said by many, many people. But the beauty of the human, they know everything. But they don't want to apply those theories into the practical life.
that's where the problem is.
That's why the problem is. See, this all was not easy for me to accept. But after a certain stage, I found that this has to be changed in my life. So that my mind can become more broader and think more broader. And I can find my solution. Instead of asking someone else, what will be for me, what will be for me. What's the solution?
So one more thing I want to understand from you. As a business person, Hitesh is a brand, or Hitesh what is carrying in the shop is a brand? Is there any difference between that? Hitesh as Kesatronics is a brand, or Hitesh whatever he is carrying this is a brand? What?
Very good question. Very good question. And I would like to make more appreciation on it. See, no, just go behind in the stories where God has sent us, making our own brand. What he said, make your brand, make you, listen to you, and do your best so that you can help others. Now, as you said, the product might change, right? Obviously, I would not like to depreciate someone, but I will carry an example here that at a stage Nokia was #1 product in the world. But today,
We are nowhere.
why?
It's because of the company didn't embrace the change. That is one thing.
Exactly.
If they would have embraced the change, or they would have gone with Android, and they would have partnered with them, I think Nokia would have gone in a very different way today.
Exactly.
Because today as well, if you ask me that, even today, everybody in this, you can say, Nokia has got a very big recall value. Nokia has a very big recall value. Like people recall that brand. But Nokia's the first thing what I feel, if the higher management guys, if they would have gone and taken a decision then and there with the Android this thing, I think Nokia would have gone in a very different version too. As you said, I understood what you said. So with you, what I feel is like
And I would like to continue this word. And Samsung was a big businessman.
Yes.
And I would really appreciate it. He always found a gap and he was ready for the opportunity. And you see that when Nokia was getting down, Samsung always changed himself, upgraded himself to the next version. That's why after so many years, he is supplying to many more brands, having a $1 trillion value of a company.
So that means as you say, is that any business, if they wanted to grow in this current world, need to embrace the changes, whatever
Yes.
is happening.
And
Find the gap.
wait for the opportunity.
Wait for the opportunity.
Don't demotivate anyone. Just find your opportunity where you can give your best. Samsung found an opportunity. And in that opportunity, he has given his best. So that made him to stand for so many long years.
So many long years. Still he is standing still.
Still he is standing still. So these are the lessons what we have learned from the big players.
So as you said, I will cover up with this one word that if you are aware of your existence, then don't go down to any circumstances.
People will say many things.
Many things.
People are not bothered. People are not tired. They don't want to grow you up. They don't love.
So Hitesh, I'll come back to you later on one more podcast which I wanted to do for like a little bit more time. Thanks for your shorter time and thanks for the opportunity.
you.
I
Thank you.
wanted you to tell to my viewers that uh, what one thing they wanted, get from your thing, from your side, like some words to the younger generation. What you can complete this.
See, whenever you have a vision of starting a business, so make sure that any business should not start with a motto. It should start motoless. That means when you call your partners, they should not be cared what I will be getting. Because after a short journey, those people will leave the company. And those people who have wanted to start, right, and they really wanted to grow, they doesn't have any motto that what I will be getting. Right? I can give you many examples. Like you start with Facebook, you start with WhatsApp, right? They were all friends who started together. WhatsApp was started by a batch of 5 friends, right? And they was not knowing that my product will be sold for so many dollars.
They might not have thought in their back of mind also, or maybe in
They have given their best
they are given their best.
without any motive. So always a businessman should carry that vision that I have to serve people to my best, give them the best. Rest, what will be said? Right?
It's wonderful. Thanks for Ritesh
Thank you.
for giving me a small podcast. I'm really appreciated from the bottom of my heart. I'm privileged to do that.
Welcome.
And thanks for the viewers. Let me bring more kind of people onto my platform, and I think you people need to comment onto that and subscribe me more. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.